All right, it has been a while. Um, I have been a combination of uh, just not feeling good and just other stuff going on, so I didn't have time for the last four chapters worth of um, things. I'm pretty sure the last one was 1180. This is 1184. So, some general thoughts, I guess. I really like it. Um, we've gotten some hints at some potentially important things, but until we learn more about the specifics, we can't say for sure. Like the name drop from last chapter before we went into the flashback. It's obvious that that is the name of an important person. Hard to say who exactly that person is. There's a lot of good speculation, good ideas on who it could be, but I don't think any of it is worth saying more than that on. I personally like the idea of it being someone like Joy Boy. The actual name of like Joy Boy or someone like that. But until we see more, we can't say more. Um, Outside of that, some cool action, some uh, interesting developments, and then obviously the setup for this chapter with the beginning of the flashback last chapter. Anywho, let's get into We're All Bones When We Die with the cover art of Brooke getting electrocuted by jellyfish while swimming in the sea. I think it's interesting they're all shaded and their eyes look similar to Emu. That's very interesting. Yeah, let's actually get to it. Oops. There we go. That's out of the way. By the time the princess was 14, tales of her beauty had spread until the five princes of nearby kingdoms had asked for her hand in marriage. Okay. She wants a strong man who can play music. Obviously, because she still has her childish crush on Brooke. Cool. You like strong women? I'm a lot stronger now and a lot cuter. A lot of emphasis on the differently colored eyes. That's cool. Passive, but still cool to see the showing. Stop that, it's undignified. And then Brooke instantly starts asking women to see to see their panties. Nice. Gotta have that gag in there one time. Cows and frogs and slaves and kings, we're all bones when we die. That's all there is to say. I owe him everything. If I had met your father, I'd be nothing but bones by now. And we get the Oda classic flashback within a flashback. First seen with Nami's backstory. All the way back to him at age 11. Roughly the age of the drawing of him as a child from the SBS forever ago. Being jealous of the kids able to learn actual instruments and stuff. Nasty little boy. Oof. The shame of the country. Some good anti-authoritarian music going on there. I'm assuming that's the king. And his homemade violin. Made out of a glass bottle and some wire. You a fan of mine, old man? Only 21. Oof. Definitely looks better than his older self. Which, I mean, I'll be very surprised if that isn't the king. Guess I'll call you bro instead. Cook you a meal as a sign of friendship. Caught some fresh grasshoppers and a frog today. The secret ingredient is curry powder. King thing about his fancy food. With A6 beef. Ooh. This is the daughter of Sefren Zaibatsu. She's graduated top of their class. Just a little tired. He does not like the meal. To pay me? Oh. We've each got our troubles, don't we? Oof. Just hanging out. Being normal dudes. The cello port. Load the merchant ship with instruments. Be very careful, they're fragile. I don't know what you mean. You got the wrong guy. Where's the powder the gangsters told you to carry? Huh. And find the curry powder he stole. Then the song he was singing to the little girl. Either way, you've seen our faces. We gotta kill him. Oof. Because they thought he was the drug runner. Oh, this is back when he was a prince. Sure, glad you're alright. battle convoy will handle the rest. They need to feel the same pain he did. And he really is just a kid who loves curry powder. Yep, he really is. If the government is backing this scum, then the world is truly coming to end. Damn straight. And then this is where he sees the coolness of sword fighting. Oh wait, the king is using two sword style. A sub-sword. That's neat. And then Kendall is using, it appears to be more towards a fencing style, which makes sense. If Brooke is going to be under her, for her to have a similar style to what he eventually learns. He's in the palace. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I wasn't trying to hide it. Obviously, she's the battle convoy commander before they get married. He's had too much fun hanging around you to ruin the good times. Don't you tell anyone about stealing that curry powder. I never would have guessed he was passing his time with such an adorable little friend. And yep, that makes sense. More importantly, listen up. This guy's my favorite musician. Give him a room in the barracks and some real instruments to play. Make it so he can attend school. I love this guy. If we keep him around, life in the palace is going to be way more fun. Oof. Little scribble for the iris. Or just eye in general. Oof. Fuck. And then, 14? Okay, so off next week. Of course. So she's at age 14. So we skipped forward 7 years. Just to go back 16. I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot more to him as a child beyond establishing various things about him and why he's friends with what is now the king. Okay. Mm, I don't have a whole lot to say about this chapter necessarily. Other than the king is apparently a good guy, which is good. I mean, they're friends. What would you expect of Brooke? And it's setting it up to be even more heartbreaking when, if I'm remembering correctly, Shuri kills her father, is what was said, what was reported. So that's interesting. We'll have to see what's going on there. Um, I doubt we'll get a whole nother chapter's worth of 11-year-old Brooke. We're probably going to age up some, showing a couple more key moments. From that time period. Just, like showing him learning swordsmanship and proper musicianship and stuff. And then we'll get back to leading up to when they went to Marie Joie. You know? Okay, yeah. Outside of that, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's anything you think I missed or anything you want to talk more about down below. Like the video if you liked. Subscribe if you want to hear more from me. Hopefully, I'll have the motivation on my off days to make some stuff for next week that isn't as off the cuff. My neighbor's dogs are being dogs. With that being said, though, hope y'all have a wonderful time existing, and as always, be yourselves.